Hi, welcome to Bedtime Stories with OPL. I'm Miss Beth. Grab your favorite stuffy, get comfy, and let's get ready for a story. Max! Max? Where? His koala's here. Max! You scared me to death. Bark, bark. What are you doing? Are you trying to eat him up? Bark, bark. Well, how about a story to go with your... Are you snacking or are you playing? I guess you're ready for your story then, huh? Bark, bark. Alright. Well, tonight I have The Little Princess in the Wood. Bark, bark. By Sybil Wolfers and Helen Dean Fish. One lovely summer morning, the little Princess Rosemary woke up early, jumped out of bed, put on her crown, and popped her head out of the castle window. There she saw, through the branches of the Queen's best rose tree, a merry band of dew children sparkling through the castle park as lightly as if blown on the morning wind. The princess laughed for joy, and the dew children heard her. Can you give me your best laugh? That's a good laugh. They came running over the grass and called to her to come down and play with them. Bark, bark. Quick as a bird, Princess Rosemary slipped downstairs and out into the fresh, sunny summer morning. When the 6 little dew children, their names were Rainbow, Glisten, Diamond, Dewdrop, Sparkle, and Pearl, heard that she had not washed and brushed and dressed, they hurried her away to a clear little brook that flowed through the meadow nearby. 2 of them washed her face and hands in clear sparkling water, and another dried her gently. 1 brushed her sunny hair, another fitted on her little golden slippers, and a third tied on her crimson robe. When the sun grew warm, the dew children vanished away, and 5 little moss boys scampered up and begged the princess to share their breakfast. The moss boys' names were Evergreen, Mosscap, Velvet, Soft Step, and Green Jacket. Bark, bark. Those are interesting names, aren't they? Bark. They led her to a little table spread on the roots of a tree in the castle garden and made her a seat on a low branch. 1 brought her toast and warm milk, another moss jelly. I don't know what that is. Doesn't sound very good though, does it? Bark. Yeah, let's see what else they brought. Ooh, another honey, and another sweet wild strawberries gathered in the wood. Now that sounds good. Bark, bark. Green Jacket has some cakes to offer, but he sees that the bold red squirrel has spied them from the treetop and come down to try one. Is that squirrel going to get one of those cakes? Bark. Oh my goodness. After breakfast, Master Crow flew down with specks on beak and book under wing. He gave the little princess a pencil and a slate with a golden rim and told her to sit on the grassy bank under a tree. Then Master Crow perched on a stump and opened his book with a caw, caw, caw. Bark, bark, bark. Good job. He taught the little princess to spell such words as spring, and birds, and nests, and eggs. It was the nicest school she had ever heard of. Whisk, the squirrel, watched from a nearby tree and was glad he did not have to go to school. Are you glad you don't have to go to school? Bark, bark. What about obedience school? Bark. You wouldn't like that? Bark, bark. Okay, that's okay. When school was out, the little princess wandered happily through the wood. A gentle fawn came springing over the lawn and walked beside her for a while. 7 frolicsome hares hopped and nibbled and played along the path. Whisk the squirrel and his friend followed too, and stopped sometimes to eat a juicy blackberry. Blackberries are so good. The birds flew and sang above them. Late in the afternoon, the little princess came to a mossy glade at the edge of the wood where the silly little mushrooms live, who grow up in a single night, red caps, brown caps, and white caps. They begged her to stop and tell them a story, so being a most obliging little princess, she sat on the grass among them and told her tales of the great oak tree beside her father's castle gate, which had taken hundreds of years to grow and had seen many storms and the coming and going of brave knights and fair ladies. At last darkness fell, and many bright little star children came with their star lanterns to light the little princess home through the deep wood. She was sleepy, for she had laughed and worked and played all day, and was glad to see the towers of her father's castle through the trees when the friendly star children had led her safely home. The little princess slipped through the castle gate and in the great doors and upstairs to her bed. She was soon fast asleep, like the little animals and birds and nature children she had played with all day. The night wind rustled softly through the trees, and one little star child watched over the castle all night till dawn began to show in the sky. Did she have an adventure all day?
Bark, bark.
Let's see, she went to school. She had lots of fun at school. And she told stories to her friends.
Bark.
And she had a lot of good things to eat.
Bark, bark.
Sounds like a pretty good day.
Mm-hmm.
Are you ready to go to bed?
Bark, bark.
All right. Good night, Max.
Bark, bark.
I hope you enjoyed our story tonight. We have these great stories and lots more like them at the library. Come find out where your imagination can take you. I'll see you next time. Sweet dreams.